Good? Let me know. Are we good to go? Let me know. Good to go? Lord have mercy. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Won't you be mine? I've always wanted to have some neighbors just like you. Press one. Hit that like button and subscribe. Shout out to the people who support this broadcast. It's a beautiful day. Los Angeles, California, South Central in the motherfucking building. Shout out to the West Coast, all the way up north to the real supporters up there, getting hypey up there in the Bay, somewhere northwest, south up there. Them niggas on their way getting hyphy, on their way to get some goddamn milk in the morning for breakfast. Lord have mercy. Shout out to y'all, man. Let me see who in this chat room early. Get these shout outs out the way. Before I get y'all out the way, I do want to give a shout out to those who support this broadcast before I even come online. And those two superstar students are. This is like everybody living my fucking brain. And those superstar students are Taj and Mr. Peso. Mr. Peso says, for have you heard of the Flinders Petrie Deep Connection? Deep Connection. That was at 1 a.m. this motherfucking morning. What the fuck is y'all doing up? Taj, shout out to you. He say, for we made it. That must mean he got some information that's gonna end all to be all. Or is this the information? I would love to hear the reply from Taj. What the fuck do you mean by we made it? The finishing line? What are we on? Hit that like button. Y'all see the title. Y'all see the title. Y'all see the title. Y'all know what this is. Beautiful day of teaching and interaction between me and whoever is out there in the world. Yes, yes, whoever is out there in the world. Shout out to Celise. Good to see you out there. DNS Brands. Tyron Crockett. My man. Still in the building, huh? You still pulling through, huh? Polo Cash. Nipsey, I don't do this for nothing. Oh, Nipsey, I don't do this for nothing. I feel that. Shout out to you with today's intro song. Shout out to you. See who else is out there. 75 people, 74 likes. I like to see that. I'll wait. I'll wait. I like to see that. Oh, Byron is in the building. Shout out to you, Byron. Good to see you. Familiar faces. Urban Barker. Good to see you checking into the classroom today. The virtual class on YouTube. We're going to have a good discussion. We're going to have a good discussion. Why not? I mean, we just reflecting on the past. Why not? The Republic of what? What's the title? Washington. Lord have mercy. Talk about corporate history. The Republic of Washington, Watauga, the heirs of freedom. It is done. Lord have mercy. I seen that comment from Taj. I said, shit, he must got something. I just make the title. I don't do nothing else. The students do this. They run this shit. You feel me? What up, Terry B? Good to see you out there. C Mosley. What up with it? What up with it? Hit that like button and subscribe. Mando. Got some work in the hood. That's Mando. That Mando toy. I used to love that song. I still love that song. What up, George? Good to see you out there, George. I got a notification. What's this? Nothing. Nothing. Because ain't nothing as important as this today. We got a hey, shout out to Sayed. Where the hell is Sayed? Shout out to him. He had to be, because I don't know people's phone numbers, but he the only one that send me information on shit. And the way this person typed, I said, this got to be said. So I'm going to give said the credit and tell. Shout out to said out there in the world. Shout out to Forge Glories in the world. Shout out to you. Who is that? Taking no shorts. What up with it? Let's see who this is. Oh, that's Taj. Let's see if I can get him on the air today. Coffee and Kush TV. Are you on the air, sir? Are you here? Hold on, Taj. Hold on. I wasn't ready right now, but let me see if I can. Hold on. Let me take this off. Yeah, I got backup. I'm motherfucking sound technician and all. I got backup. Shout out to the people out there who helped me out. I got a JBL flip. Taj, are you out there?
I'm here, sir.
I
Peace,
knew it. I
yes,
knew it.
KevRow.
I knew it. What's up with it, man? You said it's done. What's up with it, chap?
Man, we like, bro, we made it, bro, because we're not supposed to be here, bro. Like that is the big secret that, you know what I mean? That you letting everybody know we hit it. Bro, we wasn't supposed to make it through any of it. We wasn't supposed to make it through the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 60s, the 70s. And we definitely wasn't supposed to make it through the 80s and the 90s, man. We here, bro. We here. And we having some amazing conversations in the media. And it's like everything that you talk about, bro, is just right there in the face and in the reflection that it shows from back. You remember we were recently talking about Hoovervilles?
Yes, sir.
All right, we got Title 42 set to expire.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that it'll roll back. And I think I might have confused 42 and Title 8.
Yes, might have. Well, go ahead, sir.
All right, but as far as that goes, if you look on the borders all throughout, they got state of emergencies in these states. As these people who are in these encampments that are right outside the borders of these borders, some of them is border states, some of them ain't even border states. They got state of emergencies, and what they're doing at this time is going into the non-governmental organizations like the 501c3s and stuff like that. They're finding ways to get them funding. Meanwhile, the people that are at the border that are supposed to be defending this country, they don't even have orders, and the orders that they do have is about administration. So I say all that to say, bro, like this whole Joe Biden thing, and correct me if I'm wrong, like this conversation ain't one that they intended to be having when they flipped it the same way they flipping it now, way back in the 20s, way back in the early part of the last century. Am I off in thinking that way?
No. It's not even supposed to be at a moment where this brings itself back up naturally through the events of themselves. And it's back up on the surface, and it reminds us, see how easy it is when you're in time, and we go back in time and say, wait a minute, y'all did this shit before. Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
And that's why he's so up in arms, because you know what y'all did to a group of people, and it's a simple answer to it. The simple answer is everybody just be honest. Everybody just let's talk about the things that they know. You know,
let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Let's just be honest. Remember that song? That's what song God just sent through my motherfucking head right now. Press one. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real.
If we can have an honest conversation, it could go.
It'll all go away.
Real cool. You know what I mean? We just gotta be honest. Honesty is the word.
Stand down, General. Stand Oh my goodness, what well said, sir. If we just be honest, you can stop this, you know. Y'all know y'all can stop this shit.
Yeah, I gotta say real quick, right?
Go ahead, King.
You know I'm obsessed with the timeline, right?
Yes, sir.
So we're in the 50th anniversary of hip hop right now too.
Yes, sir.
That came, and that was another one of those coincidences with, you know, how Disney is controlling entertainment and a lot of those entertainment companies all. You know what I mean?
Yes, and look at them, niggas ready to sing and dance and ready to get involved with the spirit of nothing, for nothing, by nothing.
But bro, something that was real influential in hip hop, especially when it was such a classic movie, and where I grew up was Scarface.
Go ahead.
And you know what I mean? When we were looking at Scarface, at the very beginning, I never realized what was going on when they had like the refugee camps.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
Now you know. Now you see. They was go ahead, man. They was bringing all their criminals over here.
Right. And they were coming for I don't even know what to call it, amnesty or whatever it is. You know what I mean? So they could be emancipated from the governments or whatever. I'm not even
Cuba,
sure
from
if I'm using
Cuba,
the right word.
Cuba.
Yeah, and then all of these, next thing you know, Miami turns into, they able to build the city of Miami.
Little
through,
Haiti,
you know what
little
I mean?
Cuba, little this one. They see. And they flooded with immigrants and trying to act like they can keep all. Now you got a problem because you the immigrant too. See?
Right. And that's another thing. I don't know if it's like that. I'm nowhere near the border. I'm in Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta. So it's a lot of new people, a lot of new faces that's all throughout Atlanta. And like I say, them people that say they want justice and liberty, the Sons of Liberty, and all of these things. Like getting back to what we were saying, everybody just got to be honest about what's going on and let people know in plain language what we dealing with. I got an idea, but bro, that's what you up here proving, man. I'm gonna fall back a little bit, man. I'm at work, man. But
now watch this. Now watch this information I'm finna put on the screen, champion. Watch this one. Thank you, champ. My man, Taj coming in. He's excited. I love that. Little Havana and all that. Little Havana, yeah, bro. Put it all in our Grand Theft Audio video games and shit. Press 1. Now watch this, y'all. Now, why is my title this? Why did I name my title this? I had no idea of this, but I did sort of. I didn't have an idea of this. Now watch this. I believe this is said. If I'm wrong, say it, correct me, please. But this should be interesting to the classroom because we're dealing with George Washington, Gillespie, the founding fathers of this nation. Press 1. Let's go here, y'all. We're dealing with the founding father of this nation, the whole nation. I don't want nobody to get this classroom messed up. See? Now, some brave individual sent me this very excited with the caption, I couldn't call in yesterday, Kev, but I found some information that's going to amaze the whole classroom. It's so-called the Watauga Association. I said, wow. Press 1. I said, wow, the Watauga. That sounds interesting. Sound like some Indian, right? All of the, listen, come forward, all of my Indian brothers. All of my Indian and Dan Calloway heads, come sit. Come sit. This is the best part of the film. Right here. Come sit, my little Indian friends. Today we're going to be talking about the Watauga Association, sometimes referred to as the Republic of Watauga, was semi-autonomous government created in 1772 by frontier settlers living along the Watauga River, what is now Elizabethton, Tennessee. Although it's lasted only a few years, because in 1776 was the overthrow. Remember that. remember that. Let me see. The Trans-Appalachian region, North Carolina, annexed the Watauga settlement area by then known as the Washington District. Press 1. That's the DC. The real DC is a part of the land, not a part of the sea. It's a part of the land, not a part of the sea. Just like we were saying. Remember when we was doing the pirates and all that? So the Washington District was really the North Carolina Tar Heels, the University Blue Jordans that I just copped. That's why I'm feeling real University Bluish, UNC. First 1. Shout out North Carolina. Man, bruh. Listen, in November 1776, within the year, the area was replaced under a county government, said. A county government becoming Washington County, North Carolina. Press 1. In 1777, right after 1776. Fucking Moors. Press 1. The area covers the present day Washington County, Carter. The Carter County, bro. All other areas now located in the northwest part of the state of Tennessee, right? Now watch this. Not only is this a beautiful discovery, Watch this, like Usher said. Uh-oh. Now watch this Discovery Royal Purple. I only got to get up on the internet for 1 hour. I'm not about to overbear y'all with too much information. Y'all not gonna retain none of the information. I'm gonna give it to you strict. Now look at this DNA test here. It is say such and such is a descendant of Colonel George Gillespie of Watauga settlement who resided in the area of Limestone, Washington. Press one. Look, first Colonel George Gillespie, which is George Washington, bro. 1735 in Ireland, which is here. His second wife, Anne Elizabeth. We went over this. Look, James, 1770, like Jamestown. Look, bro. James Gillespie will or probate was written or filed on Monday of 1892. This is Madison Company. Look, there's a whole theft. Mary Jane, we went through the fucking lineage already. That's why I was cracking up like, oh shit, we know these names. This goes back to when Sid was talking about Limestone George, and we was talking about the Wizard of Oz, and and Lime City, the real Lime City, not Lloyd's of London, the real Emerald City and shit like that. That's why it was called Limestone George, because limestone is like the color of emerald. Press one, that's why it's Limestone George. KevRow. Y'all might about to go ahead and give it on up, bro. Press one. Y'all might as well get this shit on up, bro. Taj, where you at? Taj probably said, oh, ain't no motherfucking way. I was talking about this. Oh, no, Taj. It's over. Hey, Taj, it's over. No, Taj, listen to me. It's over. It's all downhill, bro. It's all downhill. This is easy. Have fun. You're going to break their ass down with them Title 42. Press one. We getting them from all angles. We like the X-Men right now. Pow, pow, pow. And then that guy tie him up like this. And then the other guy come like this. And the pretty girls distract him. Hey, boo-boo. Them twerk messed everywhere. And then Kev Gill's all in his brain right there. We fucking him up. G. They can't withstand. Nigga don't even want no damn $1.2 million. Fuck 1.2. What the fuck is $1.2 million when you owe a nigga the world? There's a place in your heart, and we know that it is love. And this place can be brighter than tomorrow. Press one. If we try, we will see. I just want to do karaoke for the rest of my life. I want to get on YouTube, but I don't even want to do shit else. I don't want to do this shit further. I want to sit up. I want to get on stage, which is a template on my computer screen. Get on stage and just sing Michael Jackson and what else? What else do they want from us? I told y'all, if y'all come to KevRow, you're going to be smarter than the day you walked in. Some of y'all niggas just walked in here yesterday. A lot of y'all just walked in here right now. A lot of people been here this whole time fooling around like Wish. But guess what? You just learned something. Kev Gills wasn't lying. He didn't make that shit up. KevRow Radio. Look, Kev didn't make that shit up. I did not make this up. Google did. DNA did. I don't even know how I know this. I just feel like slapping somebody. Press one. Boy, cause I feel good. Slapping with love. Press one. All this by researching me. I don't found George Washington Gillespie, bro, the real historical leader of the settler. Remember we was watching that video and that white lady, librarian, sister of the Confederacy woman, who's our librarian, our favorite racist woman who talks subliminally about trust and trust busting. What it was, the one thing she always said, the motherfucking settler. Press one. The motherfucking settler. I don't know who the fuck is the settler, but we already knew who the settler was. But y'all didn't know we knew who the settler was, before his glory knew who the settler was. But what? Matter of fact, she been look. I told you this. I just look at the chat room. She been hunting them. She been waiting for the fucking settler. And the fucking settler. Some of y'all are waiting for different cues for the light bulb to go off, and that's one of them. The fucking settler. Could you believe that? You feel me? So, if this is the settler, and he settled, he found it, Utah. He settled the damn whole nation, and then they stole it. He settled. Remember, I told y'all who founded Oregon. What all these settled spots on the west. George Gillespie, George Washington, whatever one you want to go. Whichever. That's why George Washington and George Washington is King George. That's why. Because he's the birthing father of the whole nation. And he look like you and I. Probably like one of our aunties and uncles and shit. Press one coffee and Kush TV. You on the air. What up?
What good it said.
What up, said?
Bro, it's crazy, right?
Did you send me this?
Yeah.
Okay. Talk to me, King.
I sent you that.
Yeah, bro. I done had that since the beginning, bro. It's crazy how it took us to have to go through the whole thing with the trust to even understand what they even talking about now.
Boom.
So it all goes back to the house, to the Gillespie house.
Go ahead.
Remember the house from the article we saw before?
Right.
That house was a fort.
Limestone or
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. The limestone, the Gillespie limestone house. It was a fort too. So it was a fort for people seeking refuge.
It was a house of refuge, like Thug Mansion, like Tupac would say. Go ahead.
Yeah. So let me see. It was a house of refuge. So it was remember the house divided Washington from the Greene County. So that's the county that took it over, would be Greene County. And that would be the Emerald City. It was the divided line from Washington and Greene County. So that would mean everything.
So Greene County is Emerald City.
Yes.
Go ahead, King.
So that puts everything like Greene County, that would be inside the colonies. Because the counties, those were places where the French came in, that's what we came in through. We came in through North Carolina. That's where I could trace my family back to.
Yeah, and you're talking counties and shit. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's burgs too. But those are counties, those are cities. A burg is a city. We went through that back in the day. So all those places were people coming over, immigrants coming over to work. But I guess the federal government, they wanted jurisdiction past the 13 colonies, but they couldn't get to Washington. So that's what the whole Battle of Kings Mountain was. They were trying to get jurisdiction.
So, and that's Colonel George Washington's battle right there, correct?
Yeah, and that goes back to, remember the statue on the top?
Colonel George Gillespie,
Yeah, George Washington Gillespie, yeah.
Go ahead.
But remember, remember we went over to Amber Room, and that was with the Ark of the Covenant, that was with the guy on top of the horse. That's Colonel George Washington.
That's Core Washington Gillespie, bro. On the top of King's Mountain with the sword.
Yes, sir. So their plan was always to go west. That was the plan the whole time for the Gillespies and the Watauga Association was to make it out west. And that goes back down to it was a post too. That's what they called it, a post. So it could have been a post office, like a post.
Office.
Post road.
Yes.
Postmaster.
Because of postmaster, yeah, because all that is how they were able to claim ownership of his Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, champ. My brain is. Somebody just typed in expansion. Somebody typed in old stone. Go ahead.
So my question is, so they couldn't get the names because they were in the Bible. So they this is the crazy part because I've been looking at this what happened through the early 1900s with the Bretton Woods conference and the Marshall Plan, all this. It's just a bunch of different stuff, but it shows you where the gold and stuff was taken. So where the people,
The gold.
they had to tie people to the land because they couldn't get the names out of the air. They couldn't get it from here. They had to get the names and tie the people to the land through Stars Roll, and then they backed the land or the resources with the gold standard, right?
Yes.
And then they
Robbed you, and then they robbed you.
And with exchange,
And
though,
but guess, go ahead.
They made the world currency, the American dollar, which was on the gold standard, which made the American dollar illegal to hold for the American people, but foreigners could get American dollars through commerce and exchange it for gold.
Facts.
Thus pulling the gold out of the country.
That's right, because it's pulling it out the people.
Right, and then they established the International Monetary Fund.
Yes.
Which the countries pushed the money back into the IMF.
Yes.
And they stood themselves upright.
Yes.
And they left us with the dowry.
Yes.
And left us to live on the dowry.
And with 0.1, correct? One
Yes.
penny left you with a penny, and they took the 99 and took the gold and took you and took the land right up under your nose and took and overthrew your king through county ships and through immigration.
And they funneled the other the 2/3 that the king, that would be the husband or the bridesmaid, he would be in possession of the 2/3, which they funnel through the United States to fund through the sister cities and all.
Which is why which is why the state is the father and the mother gets the cut, the percentage of 33%.
Yeah.
Like you said, dowries.
Right. So they took the whole Washington. So Washington means Washingtons are the people that live in Washington.
Yes.
Washington, England, or it's Washington, Tennessee. You can't tell me what the difference is.
There's no difference. Go ahead.
They say this or this. It's Washington, England, or you can say Washington, Tennessee.
Go ahead.
So these are the people of Washington. So the Washingtons are the inhabitants or the original people of Washington. So that would be the original people of the land. Those people right there.
Gillespie.
So that's where you get your story. Like, yeah, that's where you get the story. Daniel Boone, all of this. The whole start of America. But I'm trying to figure out, like, so when they say in the story, when we listen to it through, like, historians and stuff, they say the British Crown was fighting against the Scots. Who would the British Crown be? Is that the Vatican?
It would have to be. They have to replace the
Right,
British
that's
Crown.
what
Yeah, because the Scots is a part of the founding fathers here. Go ahead.
And once they overthrew it, it was absorbed into the Vatican. And they just puppet show it as like the reenactment. The cinematography.
Puppet, yeah, theater and things of that nature, like we'll be watching on TV with this. But really, they're like Russians and other things, other people.
Right. So they say with the Watauga Association, it was a bureaucracy. I got a couple notes.
Go ahead.
I got a couple notes. The bureaucracy. So it's a government characterized by specialized functions adherent to a fixed rule and a hierarchy of authority.
That's right.
Yes, sir. So it's the chain of command descends into the air.
That's right.
And it's also a system of administration marked by officialism, red tape, and proliferation.
No, that ain't that prolific. That red tape and proliferation will even be in the conversation. God is good, said. Go ahead, continue on, champion.
All right, so just to go back over the hierarchy, so the 1828. Well, no, this is
Hold on, said. I just want all the people out there learning out there that nobody can fuck with the students of KevRow University. When you come to KevRow, your knowledge game gonna be so on point. The TV can't even fool you. Go ahead, King.
Yes, sir.
I just had to. I just had to say that. I'm
Everybody
marketing.
You said what?
I said I had to say that. I'm marketing right now. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. So a hierarchy is a division of angels, or it says a ruling body of clergy organized into an order and rank, each subordinate to a one above it.
And who's the one above it? The heir. And who's above him? God.
Yes, sir. That's it.
So there's a true patriarchy, and then there's an incorporated matriarchy with an invisible womb of deceit.
Right.
Go ahead. And the invisible, and they got us enslaved in bonds and stocks and Swiss bank accounts and laundering money through international corporations. And as a collective, I would say it's Mickey Mouse. Go ahead, King.
And they allocate themselves money through different humanitarian efforts, and
that's right.
Whoever needs the money, whoever's in peril needs the money.
That's why they always in trouble and need the help, because whoever's in peril.
Always the ongoing war.
So Mickey Mouse got the king's sovereignty, and all of the people in Disneyland are sovereigns to Mickey Mouse, but we have no king. We have no sovereignty. We have no freedom. Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse have more of a kingdom, a real kingdom, than a black man in America. Go ahead, King.
Yes, sir. It was all stripped. It was all stripped away. And put up for the rest of the world to enjoy. It's literally robbing us.
In our face.
Through legal jurisdiction.
So, through legal jurisdiction. Exactly. Now, all of this has been funded out of the trust of George Washington Gillespie. Our best bet. Best bet. Best bet. Let's say best bet. Say it. Go again.
It sounds like they've turned it into a separate trust too.
Oh yeah, the lady said they made a minor estate, and they're all living off the minor estate from the major estate, which is the 13th and the 14th Amendment had disenfranchised us and made this possible. Go ahead.
So I've been looking at the how do you say it? Exchange Stabilization Fund. So that's what it's the trust that's on top of the Treasury.
Yeah.
So they got the Secretary of the Treasury. Oh, and the Secretary of the Treasury during the Bretton Woods conference, he looked a lot like Harriet Truman, Kev.
Probably, because you can see through they're all disguised, and foreigners who started overthrowing small parts of the counties and kind of just overthrew everything and robbed us.
Yeah, and they put on a show. Through a conference, and they started the exchange fund where you be able to exchange currency, and they had a redeemable for gold, and they took over through international companies.
Final answer.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for the call, champion.
No problem.
My man, we're gonna talk more. I know we was hearing those. That was just confirmation, huh, ladies? All them sirens in the back. Y'all heard that? That ain't nothing but confirmation. Press 1. That's it, bro. That's it right there. Is that what we talking about here is something nobody on the internet, everybody's tripping, talking about Tataria and all this other stuff. We're on the tangible things we can see and touch. You feel me? I don't want my troll out there swinging around like Cuba Gooding Jr. at the walls right now. I don't want him doing that because it doesn't say Francois. And I keep telling you, George Washington, and then there's George Washington Gillespie. That's some fake Rockefeller banking historic timeline. I told you we're gonna go back in time and find out who the real George Washington, real Fort, the gold that was at the real Fort Knox. Press one. See, there's two historic. The devil placed his kingdom on top and is running simultaneously. That's a simulation ran by aliens. Aliens only mean foreigners. Go to the 1828. I told y'all get you an 1828 dictionary. Press one, Noah's Webster's. Get you some scripture in your life so you be able to understand our communication methods. You feel me? So you can get on a good vibration, yeah, just a sweet vibration. Instead of being low at the 444 base level, you can come way up here at the C note. Press one like Nipsey say. You can come up here with the C note, which was also created by that musical sound Dizzy Gillespie. Once again, quit playing with it. It's an angelic form of sound, just like my name is an angelicized form, Gillespie. You feel me? Don't be mad at me. Wikipedia said it. It's angelicized. You feel me? Can't hate on me. Now, like they were saying, fallen angels, press one, the fall. They up here talking about the Nephilim and all of this funny stuff. And they don't even believe in scripture. They making stuff up so you can be scared of some little beast energy that they don't made up in their brain on a baseball card or something. Press one. You gotta know the difference between you was a slave and what happened here. Indians and all of this. The real story of the Wizard of Oz and how they incorporated you in Washington, D.C. They made you a soulless person. That's what's selling your soul. Everybody fell for that 14th Amendment shit, and that fucked you up. They robbed you blind. First, you became a criminal. First, they destroyed everything. Then you became a criminal in those counties. And then the sheriff of those counties, you see how this worked? This is the house that Jack built. First one, see, the sheriffs of that county began to arrest you and take you to labor camp because you didn't have a job after they destroyed everything. Walking up the street, you think it's gang, you think that's gang injunction? They've been doing that since they enslaved us. You was free under George Washington. You was a freeman. That's what a freeman is all about. The Magna Carta and the sovereignty protected you and told that corporation what it can and cannot do, and that your freedoms is protected by the original settlers, the founding father and fathers of the many different settlements of this whole nation. All the rest of y'all is foreigners. That's why I keep asking, who is we? I'm not gonna call my show and ask me what my thoughts on foreign relations is. What's my thoughts on our relations first, before you get to hollering about some damn foreign relations? That's you. You robbed us. No, let's get to the truth. Like my man Taj said, it'll all go away. Like a bad dream. Like a bad dream. Now, I don't know what you believe. I'm not telling you to believe me or corporate history. Do your own research. You got a mind. You got an imagination, don't you? Or you feel just worthless. My man said prolific. That's Nipsey Hussle. That's God Will Rise right there. Right? I know a lot of y'all seen that. 424-2099. Let me see you in this chat. 9506. Shout out to Miss Betty Hampton. TC says for truth and the balanced word he contributed 50 big ones. Coffee Kush TV. Shout out to you, Mr. TC, in the Cash App this morning. If you like to support the broadcast, go over to my Cash App. My cash tag is always Gills Gang. It's right there at the bottom somewhere. So yeah. So don't ask me why our communities are fucked up because they went against the grain. They went against you. Did you hear what he said? You was the gold. You was tied to the land. I told you was tied to the land just like the Bible. Adam, I told you he created you right out the land. I told you right out the Bible. I told you. Ain't no 14th Amendment. 14th Amendment shit don't apply to me. That's applied to me if I wanted to. That don't apply to me. That don't apply to you neither. If you don't want it to. What's wrong with y'all? If you're a sovereign, then you shall be called by your father's name. Press one. That's what makes you a sovereign and free from debt bondage. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. You know, y'all are sons of Washington and daughters of royal descent. Are y'all crazy? Y'all forefathers founded this nation, and today y'all thinking y'all came from Africa asking for some damn reparation? This is a legal, civil, and superior court matter. Press one. You don't never take the first payment, baby. Press one. We ain't even went to court yet. Press one. You ain't even went to court for the criminal behavior. We don't even know what the damages is. We gotta add that with interest because it's been 50 plus 50 plus 50. It's been 3-4 jubilees. Press one. See what happens when you believe in God and when you don't. See, hit that like button and subscribe. Hit that like button and subscribe. They the grandchildren who murdered the grandfather and stole his heritage. Press one. We talking spirit of the law versus press one. We talking spirit of the law now versus letter of the law. They thieve and ass. Press one. These court matters have already been settled when you operating in the letter of the law and the spirit of the law. I don't even know what's taking so long. Well, I kind of do. It's a doozy. I kind of do. 424-209-9506. Now we've been sitting up here talking about the that rail company and steel company and ammunitions plant that was blown up owned by the Colonel Gillespie's and all that. We were sitting around like, okay, that's. But this right here, it don't get no more clear than that. You don't get more. Look, Amani Bay says, indeed, Mr. Gillespie, the real battleground is the courtroom. Yeah, that's the real battleground right there. Right there. Play ball, baby. Time to get them. You know? That's why they never want us there mentally. They don't want us to read law and understand law and enact law and make law act on the behalf of you. Them playing ignorant is the law acting on their behalf. That's why you feel that it's all unjust because you have to activate the law on your behalf. And once you activate the law wake up like a big old superhero god like this one. I'm finna deliver kick ass all over the nation. You ever seen you ever seen that movie X-Men Apocalypse? That's how God you wake up, you come here, tank, get your ass over there, bam, smash. Press one. But through law, you ain't even gonna sit. You ain't gonna see not one person get their ass whooped. Only thing you gonna see is change. Like the grace. Like manifest destiny, they said, right? Like that. Just like that. You know, there's no reason to fight and hate nobody and argue. You argue for practice on debating. That's all I argue for. I be debating. Person be lost in a whole argument. I'm like, oh, I'm getting ready for my debate. I'm getting ready to go online. I was just playing this. Cause an argument. Nah. I don't argue for free. What the fuck? I argue right here. I don't argue for free. And you say self-made. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on when understanding this. It's like, damn, all that stuff we landed from, we learned. It was, and then all of those people must be under that name to be free, like Jeffersons and all of. That's why we were finding all of these weird people who created law have the same persona as the same individual, like Benjamin Franklin Gillespie, and then there's this Benjamin Franklin, no last name. That's why I was saying they cut off the head of the Negroes, removed the man, the head, decapitated the head, press one, the head of household, boom, all the men fell just like that. They withered away, and then the state, the county, state, later on state governor became the head of household, and the woman became the wife of the state. And you, sir, you got to go to jail and live in the street because that's just the way. That's systematic. That's the systematic part of the dowries and all of that is removing. That's the reason why he can't be the head of household is because that's the whole game, and the federal government is all ran off of all those little heads. And the big head, press one, the big head, yeah, George Washington, yeah. See, once that failed, that's all they needed. It's just everywhere. We was trying to figure out why all these black towns are being raided and things are being burned up, and why did it start on the West? Why is reparations for the West Coast first? Why? Because maybe that's where a lot of the gold 49ers and a lot of the gold leprechaun was. See? They was running them Wells Fargo trains back to the east, to the bank, to Washington. Remember? Wild Wild West? See? And they start putting them on the railroad. They're going, whole military protect this. We gone. Shipping it all the way from West Coast all the way to the east. All the gold. Then they gave it to J.P. Morgan. Grover Cleveland and these so-called characters in disguise. Grover Cleveland, then they start reconstructing and changing names and yeah. All that happened here. So, and the dams flooding out, giving the law of the land, the controller of the sea, which is the Pope, and all of that control of Middle America. Oh yeah, they did a number on you. All in the 1900s, the late 1800s. Remember, North Carolina was 1898. So from 1777 to 18, that's a whole 100 years. 1770s to the 1800s, the end of 1800s. That's all you. That's all you. Excuse me. That's all us. That's all us. And wonder why I fight so hard. That's why. That's all us. Remember we were dealing with the Victorians and stuff like that? That's that right there. There it is right there. You got to be able to make the connections that which was removed. You have to place it appropriately, and it's the Victorians right there. There you are. Maritime law, put in perilous state, they put birth certificates which made you black and dead in law legally. Lost at sea, not a certificate of live birth. You dead or presumed dead, lost at sea. They legally did an illegal act, which is insane. They can't even claim plausible deniability because the effect of how genocide is everybody died. You can't claim that it didn't happen. We all became army black. We're dead. Or we didn't have a lot. The effect. I don't care if you were just playing with the shotgun in the room. Like, you all good, and blew away fucking 60 million people. Made them dead in law and put them in internment camps. That don't make you because, oh maybe they won't remember it. So what? They picking up Nazis right now. First one, 99 and a half years old, just had a birthday yesterday. Will his old ass in here. Yep, look at him, 15 years old like this. Yep, that's him. Yep, well, I got a whole nation full of them like this. Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, all of them. Worked for Adolf Hitler. All of them. And stole it. So when we listen to that lady break down how the bankers and J.P. Morgan and the United States presidents robbed and genocided the 14th Amendment citizens are the heirs, the true heirs of freedom, that's you. It's all 1700, 1800, all the illustration in the world couldn't whitewash this truth. You heard me, ain't not one picture of George Washington as a white man like this with an American flag. Yeah, no damn American flag. The George Washington flag didn't look nothing like that. George Washington flag looked more like the United Nations. Like they stole the sovereignty of us. You ever heard the Jews stole the real Jew birthright? They right there at the United Nations and took the flag. Why they hollering who took the American Serapis flag? Who gives a shit? Press what? Who cares? You guys stole the heirlooms. See, the names of those chosen to run and the children of God. You call Israel. So can I get an amen? I don't want to hear about no astrology and how the pyramids was built. Y'all niggas don't even know what just happened. Eddie Griffith said the pyramids was built like this. Well, you ain't built not one pyramid in your backyard this big and did no study to that. I don't give a shit about that. It happened for how long they say? 50 million years ago. You really? Really? What would just happen in 1800, 1900? Oh, I don't know. Cowboys and Indians and Africans. We was slaves, but you know everything. Get your ass home. No, I don't want to join your organization. I'm not finna enter the dream world. I'm asleep right now. I ain't smoke all this weed to go to bed. My uncle told me, yeah, don't smoke no weed and lay down and be lazy. Do something with your mind. What? Nah, brother. I'm not finna dream this. This is excellent. You gotta find out who you are. Damn. That nigga Gillespie name went all the way back to the founding father. Yeah. Oh boy, talking about with the French. Those are counties. Sid broke that down. He's French. Bloodline is French. We telling you. The Moors and stuff invented these corporate commercial law with the big Moor, the Pope. So y'all with them hats on, y'all betrayed the king. That's why I say it, because I'm a Gillespie. So I already know you. Press one. That's why none of them come against Kev. Because I know what a real Moor is and all of that. It's no disrespect to a Moor who studies and stuff. What I'm saying is the big Moor, the Pope. You feel me? The Big Bay. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. What up?
Hey, Kev, can you hear me?
I hope so. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Good. I'm out here in Houston.
What up?
You just brought up the whole. You just mentioned limestone right now. Y'all mentioned a little bit earlier. Last night, I had ran into a guy, Ferdinand or whatever, and one thing about him that I just want to bring up real quick is that he ended up finding this limestone like rock or whatever, supposedly in Egypt. But the crazy thing I found about it is just like what I'm knowing from your knowledge that what you give us is that early 1800s. I mean, not early, late 1800s, early 1900s. That's when the mass immigration came, right?
Yes.
And then but they're saying that he founded these things, excavated them out of these pyramids. But if you look back at their history, they already been in North Africa. So it's just like, how did y'all find that then? But y'all just found it in 1880.
Right.
And he's talking about
because it's all here. It's all here. Egypt. It's all cover story for right here.
Right, and on that one that they found at limestone, it said that's the first time they ever seen Israel on it.
Oh, the one. Okay.
It's called. I took a picture. Let me just say the name real quick. So this is like late last night too. Going through the links.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang, this is what Kev was talking about a couple of years ago with being African American in Egypt, like right here. Like,
Yeah.
look.
Yeah.
But it's called. Well, I'm gonna just spell it out because
Yeah.
I can't say it. I ain't gonna lie.
Go ahead.
But it's called MERNETAHSTLE. All right, there's two separate words right there. Y'all want to look into it? They're talking about pharaohs, but I'm not listening to the pharaohs. I'm more about the time dates and timeline.
Yeah.
And that's all I want to say right there with that limestone. I caught that and I'm like, boy, Kev on one.
Yeah. Because we talking Limestone George and stuff like that. Bro, it's just crazy the connections being made on this show, bro. I appreciate you.
No problem, Kev. When I'm back up in the class, man, I'm going to call if I have something else, man.
My man. Thank you, champ. Ain't nothing. Gopher wood from Noah's Ark, they say, is only found in Florida. Yeah, I think all of these little Egyptian stories is just allegorical cover stories for what happened here. Hit that like button and subscribe. That's what I think. That's what I think. I think it's all right here. When you do the history on George Washington, they say George Washington was like Jesus at the time. Press one. I'm not even lying to you. He said he was like Jesus. He said he had all the word of God. He founded his nation on this one, died for the principles, gave his sovereignty to the people, and died for his people to live and shit. Like, bro, go do your research, but remove some funny white Frenchman for the fake ducktail and put. You feel me? You when you read the letters, it's like, wait a minute, what the hell? You feel me? You know that song? I'm not your. It's by a Crip in Los Angeles. I'm not your average crab nigga or something. It was a Crip. Yeah, it was like Jesus. George Washington is not your average cat, bro. He's not your average Crip. First one. And you know, a Crip was a foundation. Was a company. There's a Crip company. We gonna get to that. That goes all the way back to the founding fathers. That's not even a gang. That's an army brigade, stupid. Hit that like button and subscribe and shit. It's a whole goddamn security force. Y'all just disbanded. That's all dead. That's all. Dead and disbanded. Dirty Diana. Press one. Dead and disbanded army. Look at them niggas. Lord have mercy. Ain't got shit else to do but kill each other. Look at this shit. Let me see. Oh, for his glory say the savior of the country. Boom. And that's in 1828. See, George Washington is the savior of the country. Watch this. George Washington. Y'all can say whatever y'all want. Yep. Yep. 1828. But then it relates George Washington and say not the savior like Jesus Christ, but the savior of the nation. That's like, damn. What does that mean? That must mean that the laws established here all must be under the order of George Washington. If not, you don't have a law. You have the banks run everything. The banks run it. George Washington. You know when they said the founding fathers said, "I gave them a republic if they can keep it." A republic will be under him, because the people of the common law will all be of the king. Mark 6:4. What is that? What's that? Call that in. Why you ain't call that in? Why put Bible verses in there, Brittany, when you can call it in? And you not at work driving no forklift like Wish. All right, you don't get a pass because you right here. You can actually call it in and tell me what you're trying to. Press 1. You call that in, and what that got to do with the topic? That's what this is here for. From the redwood forest to the New York Islands. Oh, this land is your land. This land is my land. From the redwood forest to the New York Islands, it's all was given. You know how the Bible is written? How God said, Adam, this is you made from the dust of this land. Okay, take that concept of Adam being formed out of the ground and God breathing life into it. Therefore, he is tied to the land legally, unless he let Eve deceive him into not surely doing what? Dying, which makes sin the last sin, death being the last sin to be defeated by Christ. Death. This is all from the beginning to the end. The Alpha and the Omega is all. I tell people, you don't have the authority to change scripture. Let it play out the way it's going to play out. Stop trying to get me to deny the New Testament because you deny the New Testament. Stop trying to get me. You do it. I don't care what you do. I do, but, bro, you jump off at your own risk. I'm taking it just how it is, just like that. But is rebellious. Press 1. But is rebellious. So it's all one will. It's one trust. In God we trust. In God we trust. So what is the name that they are able by the court system to, what do they have you believing in that the trust is in? God. G-O-D. Is that the name? You ain't nobody named God. You talk about Lord and this one and that one. This is all legal matters. They took legal matters that will tie you to the land and made Adam think allegorically. So his brain is in the cloud and he knows no law. In fact, he following Eve. Talking about why these women, these modern women don't respect us. They ain't never gonna respect you, fool. Guess what? These modern women, man, all they wanna do is to get our money, bro. Man up, nigga. Chief Keef, nigga. Man up. What y'all on, folks? What y'all? She used me. She didn't want my money. But what? Don't give her no money. Give her a place to stay. How about that? Then give her ass a place to stay first. Then get her ass a class on how to manage money before you give her some. These girls, man. What they gonna do for us? Us. Nigga, us. I'm not in that, bro. I don't have those issues, bro. I'm sure, bro. A girl mistreated you, and I went through it, bro, and I moved on, bro. Press 1. One of them bros told me, little punk. One of them little bros, I'm the best you ever had. You're not finna be better than the next one. Bye. That's what. That's scary. You're not finna be this bad. Press 1. What you thought? I don't, bro. You can follow them off the cliff if you want to. Or you can follow them off the cliff if you want to. They right with you too. And you just gonna let me walk your dumb ass off the cliff? That's why God, you supposed to be leader for me. Bitch, you manipulated me, Adam. I didn't give her. I think I gave you. Democrats, we got so much to learn. You gonna let the women walk you off the cliff, knowing this woman knows she just gonna turn around and say, and you gonna let me do it. That's why you a bitch ass nigga. You gonna let me do it, brother. Look, somebody say, shout out to you, Miss Morgan. I applaud you, Kev, for all the work and truth. God bless you. It ain't just me. Taj said, They all participate in the greatness of the show. So I'll take it. I'll take it. I ain't gonna lie, but I'll also pass that off to those who are helping, expand the conversation and and begin to lose their cowardice in speaking. Because it's tough. Especially when we don't know how to publicly speak. That shit's scary. Trust me, this shit I do, this shit's scary. Jeez. Jeez. So I used to get frustrated. What's wrong with y'all? Nigga, but nigga, we don't want to talk. Shit. That's what you for. That's what God put you in here for, remember? Come on, bro. Why God put me here, bro? Fine. Shout out to y'all. Y'all help my life knowledge. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what it's about right there. Helping each other out. Build concept upon concept, precept upon precept. You know, uh, I didn't know we knew this much. I was gonna be able to find out all this information. I'm just flowing. We just rowing the boat, looking at the articles. That's what I say. Don't be tripping when y'all see people going home. I lived in Los Angeles. They used to bring them ice buses around, them ice buses. Oh, the Mexicans be running. Press one, them Latinos be running around. They bring them truck. They bring it all to America, Latino community too. They are. Look at this. Oh, we gone. All of them. Street empty. What y'all running for? Y'all are undocumented. Everybody. See you later, my friend. Got a brand new truck. Came back and said, "Pay for cash too. I'm gone." You got a business. Y'all ain't got no license. The police are illegal immigrant too. They don't have driver license. Police ain't got and don't know law, don't have driver license. It appears you can be an illegal alien if you make it to America. You can apply to be LAPD. my, my bad, my bad. That was low. I'm fucking low. That was low. Boo from the LAPD crowd over there. Boo, kid, boo. You can come across the border and join LAPD and tell black people what they can't do. Hey, my man. What's up, Pablo? You can't be cooking soul food on the corner. Where's your this one? Where's your health department sticker? That's what my health department. What sticker? Stick up. No, sticker. Stick up. Stick up. Stick up. Stick up. That's one. Sir, where's your identification? LAPD. Where's mine? Gail Sanchez. No. Like, what the fuck, bro? My tall ass talk to LAPD like this. Bro, bro, come on, bro. Don't write me a ticket, bro. Come on, bro. They way down here. Asian police. That's one. They get out the car. That's one. They're about the size of the damn motherfucking window. Sir, what can I help you with? That's the first one. That even look and shit. I'm sitting down, low to the car, and Honda Civic GTR, and just real low. He come up to the window and just little nigga. Put you over good. Hate these people, bro. I'm finna get a horse with a carriage on the back. And press one like the Amish people do. So they don't gotta pay for nothing. And we can drive truck, cause apparently horses know their way home. So we can get dropped and we ain't gotta work. I'm finna start a whole carriage Uber company with trained horses how to get your ass home drunk after the club. Why not? It's the American way. Press one. My first Uber. You can't get it, but you sure can get the carriage home. Press one. That motherfucker coming too. He's gonna sit right here. Tie that nigga right there. Let him go. Gone. Stop at red lights and everything. Amish people and Mormons can do what the and Jewish people can do what the fuck they want to do in America. Everybody can do everything they want to do but us. LGBTQ can do drag shows with little people like Oompa Loompas. Asian community can be racist. They can have their own Uber company within America where they only pick up and drop off Asians. I see that shit. It ain't even Uber. It's something else with little words on it. I don't know how they even read. I wouldn't even teach my kid. If I was Asian, I wouldn't know how to teach Asian words to my kid. That shit look like sticks and stones may break my bones, but words would never hurt me. Press one. KevRow. That's what them letters look like. Sticks and motherfucking stones. I can't even lie. Somebody gotta say the shit. Press one. Who the fuck learned that language? Who made this one up? Press one. Making for the black people. What type of letters is like this? She. Good Jones ain't no damn she. She is CSI. She is. She. Kamata. What the fuck? It'll take me 20 years to learn the first word. I'll go to Chinese class just to clown and press one. Just be the class clown. What's that word? I can't do it. Shout out to y'all, bro. KevRow, I was waiting for some call. Let me see. Make sure you put diapers on them horses when using them for Ubers. No, we ain't put no damn diapers. Hell no. Hell no. The street. We on the street. The state sends little cars with little things that go like this and spray stuff and collect all this shit off the ground. So, to be honest with you, I might be the only biodegradable machine motherfucking incorporated nigga out here. Man, it's biodegradable. And then, you know what we do with all this shit? We sell it to fucking Chinese and Mexican construction workers for lawn manure. See, look, I reuse, recycle, reduce, and reuse, and make some loot. Did that anyone make some loot? First one, hit that like nigga make nothing out of something. What happened to all the nigga hustlers at, bro? Even bro, put that shit up, bro. It's manure. $80 a pound. And take a whole bag. We gotta take this nigga way down here, bro. Y'all don't think. Jamil, shout out to you. Press one for Lita McCoy. She say, God is good, uncovering the deception. Thanks, Kev. Shout out to you, Miss Lita McCoy. In my cash app. Kevin James, shout out to you. Betty Hampton, TC, Taj, Peso. Shout out to y'all for supporting this broadcast today. The poop is fertilizer. We just repackage it up. Press one. You ain't even gotta do nothing. You ain't even gotta. The smell, you gonna get used to it after 2 or 3 days. Don't even worry, it's gonna be all over the lawn. Fresh. Black on. I'm gonna put the black shit. You smell that? The black seal, nigga. This that good shit. Oh my god. I'm thinking of some damn weed and shit. This is some fucking good shit, motherfucker. Look at it. What the fuck? Yeah, it's that good shit. So fire, bro. Woo! Nigga Kevin sell water to a whale. Damn, what did he say? Some good shit. Kids, I'll take 3 bags. That good shit. To put good shit on the bag. Black on, the gold seal. Look! Come on, whack 100. Good shit. Manure. Press one. Press one. Force your nigga on Pyru. This shit work on lawn, backyard, front yard. Press one. Nigga. Tell him whack 100 sent you. Pyru. Press one. Yeah, blood. I use this. Oh. I use this shit on my lawn, blood, right here. I put gangbangers to use, nigga. Aggressive cell tactics. Aggressive. Lord have mercy. Shout out to y'all, bro. They ain't ready. I just make a business up in my head, bro, and I just go with it. I don't care what it is. As long as it's legal and I'm not tied down to commercial jurisdiction, I'm all for it, bro. You feel me? I'm all for it. As long as it ain't got nothing to do with illegal stuff, because I don't do illegal. I don't like hanging out with criminals and people who end up in the penitentiary talking about, well, we took a risk, bro. Nigga, I had work the next day. That's what we, nigga, you didn't tell me, nigga. Press one. Nigga got me, bro. I can't snitch, bro. That would have let you free, and I would have been in here, bro. I didn't know what you was about to do, is all you had to say. You can't talk to the police. That'd be snitching. Even if to set your man free and I'm your co-defendant, yeah. I can't operate with people like that, bro. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Sorry, Democrats. I cannot operate with niggas who know you innocent, but can't tell them. That old bullshit. Gangbangers follow the letter of the law. That's just why. That's why they agree with the state and shit. That's why they all friends. Gangbanging, they believe in they don't have the spirit of the law. They don't give grace. They don't have. They're like soulless, meaning no goodness and no goodness in their judgmental judgment. Oh, I'm gonna beat you up. But she's wrong. I don't care, right, wrong, up and down, cause that's my sister. You know, and whatever she get mad, Paru. That's one. Shut up, blood, and fight. Boop, boop, boop. Man, I can't deal with them niggas, bro. But she's in the wrong, sir. None of that matter, blood. You don't argue with females like this one. We don't argue with females, bro. She's arguing, bro. Yeah, but you're looking over there messing with her. Hit the like button and subscribe. I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. I got work to do. More content, more research on George Washington Gillespie. I seen that my time has ran thin, and it's time for me to get up out of here. Time for some lunch. Coffee and Kush TV. I appreciate y'all for coming to class. Always George Washington and the 13 colonies coming up. Coffee and Kush.